Hey everybody, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Tactics Colosseum AI Tournament League for February. I'm Sardek, and with me tonight in the booth is Omega Suspect.
Hello everybody, excited to see some teams fight for their lives in a night filled with losers bracket matches.
Yep, 6 teams with their tournament lives on the line, several players with only one team in the tournament down here, and a couple people with 2 with both of their teams down here. So it's a higher stakes night than we're used to seeing this early in the month.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, Cup, Fig, Soul, and Void are all single teams, and all of them are down here. Both of Ara's teams, both of Ajorably's teams, and both of Kaffe's teams.
Wow.
So yeah, it's going to be a blood-stained night for some people. So that said, how about we get to it and see who makes it out of the storm. Up first, Cup vs. Kaffe 2. I Remember Damage But Better versus the Reclaimed Position. For Cup, we have I Am Damage, the Wizard, with Summon Magic, Counter Magic, half of MP, and Magic Defend Up. Chaos Man the Thief with the Chaos Blade and Red Shoes. Item Weapon Guard Lucky and Equip Sword. Paladin the Paladin with Battle Skill HP Restore, Attack Up, and Guts. And Reused Support the Priest with Time Magic, Auto Potion Short Charge, and Float. On the other side, for Kaffe, we have Seraphina the Monk with Time Magic, PA Save, Equip Armor, and Move HP Up. Valor the Red Chocobo with Choco Meteor. Rumble the Black Goblin with Revive, and Vanguard the Squire with Red Shoes and Team Brave Increasing Tidal Axe. Item Weapon Guard Defense Up and Sicken. Going to large, 29.
Like how the team named I Remember Damage But Better has a Chaos Blade Thief with Lucky. I guess deleting somebody off of the battlefield is a form of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean, 25%
Definitely hope we
of
get
your
to see
team.
it proc.
Boy, we had a bunch of those last night. With a warped no damage team that basically only had that.
Berry Knife. I remember.
Thief just a little short of getting that first hit. But at least he stays in range for the haste too. That's a summon right out of the gate. I don't think they're going to be able to get in range of that wizard, so he should be able to get a shot off.
Yeah, it is only the wizard being hit by the summon, though. Or sorry, not one of the units on the other team, rather. Is that the meteor that has an area now?
Yep.
Just, thwarted by vertical tolerance there, I think.
In fact. Yeah, it actually visualizes it because I switched the effect. I'm going to be digging into how to make effects animate multi-target that weren't initially made to, but that's the work of a couple of days, not one night, so... Another battle cry for 3, only missing the red chocobo. Previous one having hit all of them.
So far, just a lot of tickling happening, but this summon is now coming out. It's a Zodiac.
Huge hit.
352. Only brings the monk into critical, though.
Well, Paladin has the answer to that.
The first unit go down.
Crit with the axe, but not a proc.
quick flash shield to heal up that damage.
Battlecry and Axe, not a combination you see together a lot. Chocobo redirects that into the Squire. That's interesting.
A lot of haste falling off.
Battlecry hitting really well this match.
Does PA affect axe damage? I thought that was fully brave damage now.
It is fully brave damage.
Okay. The Squire unfortunately not getting much out of the battle cry there. And before he can take out the thief, he gets crystallized by the Chaos Blade.
Interesting choice of where to move from the thief. That's a surprise. I guess the AI chooses where to move before it chooses the attack and doesn't reevaluate.
I mean, is it the Berserk just making the thief
Oh,
go and
right.
stare angrily at the unit, I think?
No, it was Berserk. You're right. I completely wasn't thinking about that. God, this wizard has so much MP.
Oh, but the chicken takes him out.
Not enough HP, though. Battlecry does help Chocobo since it has a quadratic attack formula. And it moves fast enough that it's going to have no trouble getting that crystal.
Yep. Only the paladin remains in the goblin and bird's way.
She has to move close enough that that goblin's going to be able to hit her real hard.
Yep, and this bird is no slouch at this point either, with 252 from just a normal attack.
Game 1 goes to the reclaimed position.
Game 1 just ended, Baron. So far, Kaffe is up 1-0. Putting haste 2 for 2 units on Kaffe's side. Same thing on the other side. Can't tell who that wizard is targeting with that summon. Oh, it looks like maybe the monk.
Yep. Between the summon and the holy explosion, she is probably done.
Yep. This is Leviathan, not Zodiac, though. Will it be enough? It is just enough.
That thief facing down 2, Chaos Blade and 2 opponents, not exactly where you want to be. Chocobo brought low. Priest does have enough to finish it.
Wizard they're charging something big on the Goblin and the Squire over there, but I don't think it's gonna last. 273 brings him into critical. I don't know if that was a Guts proc or not, but
It was not.
real low at this point. Misses the Goblin, but does do a big chunk to the Squire. Is that a counter throw from the Goblin?
Yep. Not a particularly useful battle cry.
Priest does not get the bonk kill on the Berserking Squire. Squire does not get a hit on the Paladin. Another useless battle cry. Not a lot happening. That's 4 units in a row doing nothing. Here we go. Big hit onto the Paladin, but she gets a HP restore. A full life follows up to bring the Wizard back. Up's team is definitely in a commanding position now.
Yeah, getting that Wizard back up on top of getting the kill on the Squire, that's definitely a better spot.
Goblin could probably one-shot all of them, but can he survive long enough?
Well, that's
One down.
one. Although there's still enough for the priest to do this one last revive, she is too low for another without some manner of MP restore.
So far, the Goblin's been successful at keeping the Wizard down.
Yeah, pair of failed gutses there.
Based on the 2 remaining units for Cup. Doesn't quite one-shot the Paladin, needs another hit, but did break something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Paladin is running very low on gear.
He's got another full life off.
Oh, because she got the crystal.
Oh, right.
Yeah, this buys the Paladin time to do small damage to the Goblin.
Yep, really need this Wizard to survive, though.
At this point, I think that was a Guts proc, though.
There we go. Goblin will not survive this.
Sure doesn't. Game 2 goes to I remembered damage, but better. The opening hastes too should be pretty clean on this map with the square formation.
Thief immediately gets into range, but does not get the Chaos Blade proc. He gets out of range of the haste too, though.
Interesting that he stayed in range in the large map, but not in the small or medium.
Berserking Squire does not get a chance to do an attack.
There is the multi-target.
You love to see it.
Bird Geomancy. I imagine a lot of this hinges on if the thief can get a lucky crystal early or not. Because in Game 1 he did, and it snowballed in his team's favor. Whereas in Game 2 he didn't, and they just got chipped away.
Sure. Reclaim position definitely looks to be okay for now. This might change that. There we go, the monk goes down.
Gravity only getting one.
Oh, the goblin gets a big revive on the monk.
Yeah, instant full revive is not nothing.
I mean, also the dancing. The revive dance is amazing.
Chocobo doesn't quite have what it takes to finish off the wizard. Broken Axe for the Berserking Squire might actually be almost in his favor. Like, maybe not yet, but given a few more turns of Battle Cry.
Sure. Maybe the axe is there to bring the brave up for getting disarmed, that way the punches hit harder. Big summon on the bird takes it out.
So this is a 3-on-3 now, right?
Yes.
Because Wizard I'm Damage is on Thief Chaos Man's team, but just killed the bird, so...
Yep.
Conk.
How did that punch miss on the priest there?
Height. It sees that...
Wizard goes down.
It sees that she's at a valid height to attack, but the float giving her height +1 takes her out of the height range, so, you know, just berserk things. Paladin is down.
Only the priest remains, but she's probably going to bring back the wizard.
Timing of that looks pretty good with the way the Squire moved out.
Yep, I agree. And even still, the Squire can't one-shot the wizard right now. Monk can't do anything to the wizard either. So the wizard's going to get some damage out at least. So it doesn't get evaded.
Fascinating.
Lots of friendly fire on that one. Oh, the wizard does not get the damage out because the monk double turns.
Yeah, that Monk Earth Slash would have killed it even without the Demi too, so...
Okay. This gets another full life off. This one on the Paladin.
Going for a different strategy now.
I think it's a crit on the Squire. The Squire's still pretty healthy though, and the Monk is full health still. Oh, the Monk is healing the Squire with every Earth Slash. Gonna take a miracle for this Paladin to come back from this.
Yeah, the Earth Slash combo is always really nice. And that is that. The reclaimed position takes the match 2-1. I remember damage but better is gone. Up next we have Fig versus Ara2. Bonks from Wish versus this team's name is in the characters. Fig, of course, our winner from last month, but his Soul team fell to the loser's bracket immediately in round 1. They're kind of the budget knockoff of his winning team last month, so... Actual Priest's the Priest with Draw Out, Auto Potion, Move MP up, and Move HP up. Sage from Wish, the Geomancer with Draw Out, Counterflood, Defense up, and Magic Defend up. Ninja from Wish, the Squire with Steel, Hamido, 2 swords, and Move +2. And Thief from Wish, the Archer with Steel, Arrow Guard, Concentrate, and Sniper. On the other side... For this team's name is in its characters. Woody the Trent with Blessing of Nature. Scaly the Dragon with Thunder Breath. Horny the Sacred with Mimic Titan. And Lewd the Knight with Item, Counter, Attack Up, and Secret Hunt. No targets for Secret Hunt on the enemy team. Although if she gets charmed, I don't know if there's any charms here, I don't think there is. But if there were, would be pretty funny seeing her crystallize her teammates. Regardless, large 55 to start.
Looks like big damage on one side and huge health pools on the other side.
Ah, the eternal question. The unstoppable force or the immovable object? Black's Bonks from Wish up top, and White's, this team's name is in the characters, on the bottom.
Asmune for 3 on Bonk's side.
Thief getting neither the haste nor the Pro Shell, but still gets off a big draining poison on the dragon.
Does that only apply poison? I can't remember.
That one's weaken.
Okay. Big double bonk from the Squire with 1 proc brings the Knight into critical.
And there's the haste on the last one. Archer finishes off the Knight. Not sure what Priest is going for there.
Looks like maybe a Rejuvenate?
Goodbye, tree. Ouch. But immediately punished from the Overload Bull.
Rejuvenate hits the Geomancer, but it's too late to save the Squire back there. Dragon gets a re-raise off of that Archer hit. Moves in for a dash, but only hits for 90.
That's weakened for you. Big lava ball and one last bow shot. Down goes the dragon. Bull's still at full health, but facing down 3, not where you want to be. Dragon does get a lot of health from move HP up. And going to get a regen from the bull as well. Muramasa for just 54, not enough. Double heals perks the dragon back up, but the archer takes him right back down.
It's like a longbow on that archer, because that was a long shot there.
I think it is. Oh wow, they actually made it on time to bring him up? Yeah, it is a longbow. Bull smacks down that Geomancer. All for naught, though. Game 1 goes to Bonks from Wish.
Archer was very effective that last round. Let's see if he can be equally as effective on a small map.
Archers have definitely gotten a big improvement from both the thief skills, new thief skills being added, and from sniper.
Yeah, those 135 hits that added weaken to all the monsters, like a nice chunk of damage, and really reduce the damage from the monsters, who are really just big health pools with as much damage as you can pack into them.
That Nightshade being able to one-shot the tree is just so enormous.
Yeah, it's interesting with the excuse me, with the two swords putting on Sundown and then immediately proccing it with your offhand attack is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's a significant increase in damage.
Proc missed, but didn't even need it. The squire takes out the knight. Archer takes out something over there. I couldn't quite tell.
Tree, I think. That is Baron, yeah.
Squire Menace does get taken down, but it's only the bull and the dragon remaining. Now that the archer's applying weaken to them, not sure there's much they can do.
Especially not with the squire standing again. Oh, that's one way to handle it.
476 WoW weekend. That's crazy.
I mean, that was almost certainly a crit, right? I mean, Dragon did have its PA fixed. It does have 22 native PA. Dragon's Capri. Squire is Aquarius. So, no, it wasn't good combat. It had to have been just a crit, right?
I guess so. We saw we can work earlier, reducing the dragon's damage down to like 90 or something on a day.
Yeah. Because native damage without weaken is 330. Crit is an XA improvement from no improvement to plus the full XA. So that attack, it could have been multiplied by anywhere from 1 to 22. Or, well, added 22 to XA, so doubling it. So yeah, anywhere from 1x to 2x is the answer. Down they go. Bonks from Wish takes it decisively 2-0. Up next, Ajorably versus Kaffe. Some Dude Wants to Battle versus Lean on the Back Foot. Kaffe already made it through one match this tonight. Let's see if they can run it back, or if Ajorably will take this one, leaving Kaffe with one team. Alrighty. For Ajorably, we have Baxter the Black Goblin with Revive, Fido the Porky with Oink, Spot the Plague with Gaze, and Some Dude the Mediator with Item, Throw Item, Auto Potion, and Abandon. On the other side, Shade the Geomancer with Draw Out Hamido, Defense Up, and Maintenance, Spark the Engineer with Item, Throw Item, Arrow Guard, and Equip Shield, Blaze the Sage with Draw Out, Damage Split, Equip Armor, and Magic Defend Up, and Ace the Knight with Basic Skill, Dragon Spirit, Deadshot, and Equip Gun. Large 82 to start. Full team Masamune for yellow, which is Lean on the Back Foot. Some Dude, 3+ PAs. Kiyomori getting everyone but the Sage. Those plagues are one to watch. Kami Itachi with the poison on the Black Goblin. Plague is back.
Goblin gets in range for a shatter, but only hits for 99. Plague is back down. Age gets in range for another Cheery. Triggers an HP restore on the pig. Plague returns again from Phoenix down. So it looks like it's going to immediately die again to a Muramasa. Big dead shot for 403 on the Goblin. Takes it down. Big finally gets a chance to take out the Sage that was wreaking havoc with the Cherries in the backline there. Ace takes out another one with a 312 crit. Sage gets up, but chooses to do a Mass Immune instead of a Cheery. And immediately gets killed by a straight dash from the pig, leaving the pig hasted and regen. Sage on the ground.
No dice on the charm for the Geo, though.
Pig really has it cut out for himself right now. Still not into critical. Get an HP restore, but can he get any reses off?
Well, the pig does no revive, so at least there is that. Just kidding, pig is dead. Game 1 goes to Lean on the Back Foot.
Right back.
You do not have a match tonight, Warped. You had one last night. It'll be up on YouTube this evening. Engineer moving in. Only a 154 for the Plague. That Plague needs to go down hard or else it's going to wreak havoc. Well, that's one way to do it, although he certainly gets his damage in on the way out. Plague is back up. Goblin blocking for him. Shatter, but doesn't get anything. Kiku again, double kill. Plague not fast enough to deal with the hasted Sage. Revive timing's just awful for some guy wants to battle. Some dude wants to battle, rather.
I have returned.
Welcome back. 210 straight dash takes out the Sage, but it's still a 3-on-2. Carve model near fatals the pig, and that Geomancer is in a really hard position to... Oh no. Shot in the back takes out the mediator.
Like that whole team is in a rough position right now.
Yeah, the Geomancer being able to attack with impunity at range while hiding between body blockers and corpses just... Yeah, this map is significantly advantaged for Lean on the back foot. And that failed oink. Down the pig goes. Lean on the back foot. A decisive victory, 2-0. Up next, Soul versus Sardek 1, Forest versus Abilities. Man, I tell you what, this team did not work the way I hoped it was going to in round 1. For Soul, we have Brook the Sacred with Mimic Titan, Stream the Monk with Battle Skill, Hamido, Equip Armor, and Magic Defend Up, Breeze the Time Mage with Steel, Counter Magic, Equip Shield, and Equip Gun, and Shade the Trent with Blessing of Nature. On the other side, for abilities, Support the Priest with Time Magic, Damage Split, Move MP up, and Move +2. Active the Summoner with Item, Catch, Short Charge, and Equip Bows. She spent the entire round 1 face down on the ground without casting any offensive magic. Since she is the main damage dealer of the team, not ideal. React the Chocobo with Choco Guard, and empower the Minotaurus with Power Up. Going to large 74. Haste 2 is out. Forest got their haste.
Definitely a large map kind of map, so wondering if the bird might get out of position here.
Yeah, I intended ninjas to be stronger than they actually ended up being. I'm going to have to buff them again going into next month. Power up there. If the summoner gets off a spell, it's going to be for a lot. Throw was buffed, just not buffed enough. I mean, Throw is dealing less damage because ninjas have, like, on average 4 less speed than they used to. In goes the Leviathan. Time Mage melts. Chocobro goes down just as fast. Bull moving off to the side. A Speed Ruin. Not gonna hit the Priest. Priest going for a full life on the Chocobo.
Big summon coming out here.
Double big.
Oh, gets overloaded.
It is, in fact, the point of the team that the summoner has short charge and throws off big spells and manages to get overload with it. That was the whole design conceit of the team.
Puts on a ton of damage with that one, but doesn't bring any of the units into critical, actually. Mimic Titan does damage and heals a lot of his team.
Yeah, that's
very nice recovery from that.
between the Magic Spirit from the tree and the Mimic Titan from the bull. Forest is very good at regenerating itself. If you don't take a headshot on someone, they're just going to get back up to full.
I think there were some shells spread around there, Baron. Otherwise, that Iffer probably would have got a triple kill.
I believe she has water boosting, but not fire. Or maybe it's fire, water, dark. Yeah, I think it's the 3 draw out elements. So yeah, I think she has boosted fire. I think Magic Ring is Water, Wind, Lightning. Jade Armlet is Fire, Water, Dark. Down goes the monk. And first crystallization of the match. Chocobo keeps going down.
Despite Forest having really good synergy, they're just getting kind of slowly chipped away at here.
Summoner has Ambrosia for herself to top back off. And haste again out of the Priest. That is a really helpful crystal. Priest was basically out of juice.
It's crazy how much damage has been put out onto Forest here. And them still live through it. Tree and Bull combo is really, really tanky.
Especially with Sacred for Mimic Titan to heal the tree. You're definitely paying for it with the 6,000 cost of the Sacred, but you're getting what you pay for. I've mostly been using mini Tauruses instead of Sacreds because I want the fire absorb for the flame whips.
Makes sense.
But like with Tree in the mix, I can definitely see the reason to splurge for Sacred.
Yeah, that duo has been doing crazy things over there.
Also, I'm just really happy how well Power Up has been working out. Like, it just feels good.
Yeah, I think it's not only mechanically satisfying, but it feels very thematic for them.
Yeah, like, I really like the way that worked out. I was like, Berserk is stupid, nobody likes it, so we should make this something better. And this was what I came up with, and just super pleased with it. Another full MP restore for the Priest.
Say, like, if they can survive, the Bull and Tree might be able to outlast your team, but these full MP heals from the crystals are definitely giving your team a ton of lasting power.
Just a ton of...
the Mimic Titan doesn't hurt the enemy Bull, though.
Shake Off still will. And him being a tier higher, Bull on Bull, his is probably going to win.
Well, That miss was important there. The tree did not go for a heal on the Sacred. So a well-timed attack from the Minotaur could take him out. Didn't see what the... Here we go, it's an Ifrit.
Yeah, she didn't have the MP for anything else.
But the tree dodges it. There we go, that's the hit that takes out the Sacred. The Sacred does have re-raise on him right now, though. Oh, but the Minotaur gets into position to take him out next round.
Minotaur is ready and waiting. Ambrosia to top off once more. There haven't really been a lot of successful, like, Magic as main DPS teams. Although last month I saw summoners can do just a whole boatload, and I wanted to try that out myself, so this team was the result.
It's a really impressive summoner that cranked out such a massive amount of damage. It's just also a crazy display of durability on the Team Forest side to survive for that long through all that. Like multiple triple 200 damage attacks.
Yeah, I'm a real big fan of Sacred plus Tree. That's just been super cool to see. Like, they're being durable, but not in a boring way.
Right.
Like, it's just impressive instead of a slog, because they're actually doing something with it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel oppressive. That's a good way of describing it, I think. Despite them surviving for that long, you could see the cracks in the armor that they could be pushed through eventually.
Yeah, like, that month with the Paladins, you just get them shining, and, like, it didn't matter what anyone else was doing. Like, they were just full every time. Whereas this coverage is big and splashy, but, like, there's still big damage being thrown around, so it's not as foregone a conclusion. Overload doing its job. Game 1 goes to abilities.
Small map is going to turn into a rumble real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh boy, this one sure is.
There will be blood in the streets.
There will be blood, it may be yours. Yeah, I really messed up not lowering the priority of Shell and Protect, because sometimes the priest just decides not to haste to. Slash downs the priest right out of the gate. Summoner still has Fairy, but that is a major speed bump for abilities.
Summoner gets right to resing the priest with the fairy.
But that's not a Leviathan, and this team needs a Leviathan right now. Priest being back doesn't matter if it's going to go right back down to a hasty monk.
Yeah, this is a huge momentum killer for abilities.
Oddly, they're all going off around to the opposite side.
Yeah, definitely some weird positioning happening here. Really what I would have expected.
Fairy just barely slow enough to see the priest back up instead of knocked back down to an Earth Slash. But not too slow for a gun. That magic spirit to top the whole team off. She's going to run out of fairies sooner than not.
Yep. Hasn't put out an ounce of damage yet.
On one hand, I did need her to have fairy because if the priest goes down, well, yeah.
The real unfortunate thing here is just it doesn't seem like there's a timing where the priest can come up and be safe.
Yeah, it's just that the priest went for protect instead of haste early, so just the other team having haste and my team not, huge disadvantage.
Sure.
Like I said, I botched the priorities on that one. Down they go. Of course, Earth Slash heals them both.
This bird's in a very precarious situation over here. Really doing anything to help the team at this point. Monk has not been successful with speed ruin yet. Minotaur takes out the Sacred, but the Sacred again has a rebase. There it is. Time Mage finally takes out the bird. Bird's out there all alone. It's just down to the Minotaur now.
Tries for the Petrify, but doesn't get there, and the damage split finishes it off. We're going to game 3. Time Mage goes with Haste 2, missing the tree. What does Priest do? Please let it be Haste 2. Come on, one time. God damn it. Hoisted by my own petard.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Right?
I feel you. I mean, I messed up the success rate on my haste 2 for my team and beef this month. Embarrassing.
Well, at least there's a side of beef still in the winner's bracket to help.
Hell yeah.
Overload timed to be in the middle of the cast, so at least that part worked out.
Here it comes.
Brutal.
Oof. Was still only targeting one, but man, missing that one does hurt.
Fortunately, the team's damage is completely spent now, so it is just a matter of getting the next shot off before the summoner dies.
And Abilities gets its full team haste now.
And that
A little
Choco
regrouping
cure
here. Yep.
sorely
Just be able
needed.
to maybe pull off another big summon here.
That looks like a big summon
Just
to me.
trying for it. Gonna get overloaded.
Sure
All
does.
working out.
And it's short charged, so maybe even survives this.
Only surprised it does a nice chunk of damage on the monk as well. And the Leviathan comes out overloaded. Takes out one of the units over there and does a nice chunk of damage on the tree. That was the time mage that got taken out. Summoner is in critical now. Gets a flash heal from her priest.
Blaze it.
Forrest looks to be in a really good position to do some damage here. And does just that onto the summoner with a big heal onto the tree as well. The time mage, which had re-raise, returns and hastes herself. She's just going to retreat into the corner though, so that might be a bad thing for Forrest here. Not much damage out of that spin fist either.
Yeah, this is the pro shells slowing things down. 126 bonk on the monk, and a Choco cure coming out of the Chocobo. It's party time! 140 Leaf Dance. Couldn't survive that and the Mimic Titan.
Time Mage is enraged to get a shot on the Minotaur.
Life instead of a flash heal for the Minotaur. Not great for the Minotaur. Chocobo can't even get in range for the Choco cure, so that Minotaur is probably going down. Thankfully, no fatigue out of the monk. That would have been disastrous for that priest. Electing to go for the Time Mage.
Yeah, the scary Earth duos, Sacred and Tree, are getting deep into enemy lines here.
Leviathan does go off, but she's probably going down to the Minotaur afterwards. Down she goes. The Bulls are back in town. Chocobro dueling with the monk over in the edge.
Monk gets ganged up on over there, but has re-raise on himself.
Yeah, that flail that I gave the priest definitely earning its keep.
Gets a chakra, but the bird has enough damage to take him out, I believe. Oh, no, brings him
6
really
short.
low.
Boy, that's not what I wanted to see.
A solo protect out of the priest.
I mean, don't fight the 6 HP monk. How dare you? That was a huge dodge. Does have the damage now. Down goes the monk, this time for good. That's a Crystallize on the Time Mage.
It's down to the Earth Bros.
However, with that haste too, that means that it is certain that the summoner is going to crystallize. Priest with the protect there, that actually pretty valuable this time. Blowfire misses again.
The tree proving to be very agile.
Trees have a lot of magic resist. .209 slash back.
The Earth Bros need to take out this Minotaur somehow because they need to make use of their Mimic Titan, but the bull makes it difficult.
Haste 2 renewed. Tell you what, the move MP up on the priest paying huge dividends in this match. Priest has gone way past what he should have been able to handle already.
Yeah, that and the damage split plus, do you have move HP up on him as well?
I do not, just move MP up.
Okay. I think he's getting regen from something sometimes or something, but it's proven to be really durable as well.
The 15's move
316.
MA up, so... Near fatal for the bull. But his blowfire is blocked, and Magic Spirit does go off. Priest needs to get the hell out of there.
And that Chocobo still has full health.
Was a huge miss there.
Sacred is low once more. Not critical, but pretty low on health, but does have re-raise. Still.
And a full MP recovery for the priest is going to make it real hard to push through.
This despite not having haste, this just Earth duo is really, really impressive.
Absolutely agree. Soul put together a real good combo there.
What was that effect?
It was a Petrify proc failing to petrify because it's a Chocobo.
Okay.
There are some graphical issues with the new PA times Y attacks. The way their procs are animating, so something I'm going to address moving into next month, making it more visually appealing while we're still figuring out how to make effects do what we want them to.
Sacred does go down. Re-raise will bring him back. Not sure the timing is going to line up that the Sacred will be able to get a heal from the tree here, though. Probably going to get flail bonked. Go, Sacred goes down again. Does not have re-raise. It's only the tree remaining.
Only a matter of time now. Not where I would have stood, Chocobo, but okay. Sure, why not? Abilities takes the match 2-1. Forest is eliminated. But what a show that duo Sacred Tree put on. Definitely something to remember for next month.
Yeah, inspiring performance there.
Up next, Ajorably 2 versus R1. 4 Rules of Dodgeball versus Butcher's Culinary Explosion of Flavor. Alright, for 4 Rules of Dodgeball, we have Dodge, Dip, Duck, and Dive. Dodge the Squire with Precision, MP Switch, Abandon, and Secret Hunt. Dip the Spellblade with Time Magic, Dragon Spirit, Attack Up, and Move +2. Duck the Samurai with Steel, Sunken State, Deadshot, and Sniper. And Dive the Priest with a Faith Rod, Item, Throw Item, Auto Potion, and Equip Shield. On the other side, for Aura, we have Soylent the Archer with Item, Counter, Equip Armor, and Secret Hunt. Butcher the Bloodstalker with Blood Ritual, Wagyu the King Behemoth with Olmagest, and Impossible to Trent with Blessing of Nature. Going to large 6.
And this theoretically should be one of Drew's stronger months, right?
I mean, since the first time it was submitted, this is probably the month it is at its strongest compared to the rest of the meta. I'm not sure I like the way the Archer was built, but like the monsters are definitely where I would have them. We saw a brutal Olmagest in its previous match. It just wasn't good enough by itself.
The Archer gets a counter attack, it looked like.
Yep, has counter.
Squire proving to not want to die here.
I believe that Squire has
three guards in a
abandoned.
row.
That was at 25% on the stab up. Yep, does have abandon. Look at that. Look at all that dodge.
Yep.
Named appropriately, obviously.
Tomberry gets in on the dodging.
I was thinking to myself while I was doing the pre-match announcing that, like, Spellblades do really good damage now, the Thief Poisons do really good damage now, the monsters do really good damage and are also, like, pretty durable. I'm not sure if I want to have, like, monsters as DPS or Spellblades or Poisoners, and I'm like, wait, isn't that exactly what, like, I want out of the meta? Is all these are good. I don't know what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
At 34%, nope. There are a couple things I think I need to, like, address. Like, ninjas came in weaker than I wanted them to. So, like, throws need to hit harder again.
Yeah, with a lot of damage increasing this month, the amount of one-shots that I'm seeing is a little bit concerning.
It does seem, though, like we finally stopped people from, like, super stacking speed. Oof,
Yeah.
huge
He
proc
seems
there.
in a better place for sure. Oof, this Squire, nobody can touch him. 220 health, but it's been up there in their face the whole game.
I mean, that's the reason everyone's trying to touch him is the 220 health, so
Exactly.
excellent build choice. Spellblade running away while the Samurai just positioning up on the ramparts. Butcher is
Small
sick
mantle
of your
give-
shit, does not care.
What does Small Mantle give on top of the evasion again?
Small Mantle is, I think, Strength and Fire.
Okay, must have a lava bolt or something then.
She does have a lava bolt, yes. Defy
Full
pain
heal
for
from-
the full heal. Jesus
Yep.
Christ. Yeah, that's why I'm not sure I like the Archer. Like, people were prepared for fire this month with the Flame Whips. And, like, Lava Bolt just isn't actually that good damage. Like, it probably is due for a buff. Because, like, it only does, what, like, 144 without Strengthen? Like, that's not a good weapon. That's what, like the 4th Guts proc on the Tonberry this match?
Yeah. He's been trying to kill this Squire, but just can't do it.
Number 5.
Wow.
Squire's not having a great time killing the Tonberry either. No counter there. Just no luck with the Everyone's Grudge. I mean, it is only 20%, but still. The Nightshade knocks her re-raise off. Nice meat bone.
Holy.
God, I love Tonberries. Game 1 goes to 4 rules of dodgeball.
Fairies are definitely a very exciting unit. That's for damn sure.
With Geomancy doing significantly lower damage and drawouts being more dangerous, we've reached a point where evasion is, like, surprisingly good again. Especially without Concentrate on Thieves.
Yep. Definitely, seems like we're seeing more guns and flame whips this month to kind of fill in that gap, probably. But I was definitely growing a little concerned with the amount of unavoidable damage there was last month. So this feels a little bit better, for sure. Oh man, big damage out of the Spellblade there, taking out 2 units.
Spellblades do have some longevity issues, but boy, they do some real damage when they're there. Down goes the archer.
Rules of dodgeball putting on display here.
Absolutely brutal. 4 rules of dodgeball take the match 2-0. And up last tonight, but certainly not least, Crab 1 versus Void, Omae wa Moshinderu versus Gyaru Otaku Alliance. Heading to Japan for this match, I guess. For Omae, we have Omae the Ninja with Holy Sword, CT Save, Concentrate, and Equip Sword. This unit, with its Start Faith and Holy Sword, has been doing enormous damage for a ninja at the front end. Really cool build. Wad the Geomancer with Planar Magic, Arrow Guard, Short Charge, and Move +2. Mo the Chemist with Snipe, Caution, 2 Swords, and Equip Bows. And Shen the Time Mage with White Magic, Weapon Guard, Equip Shield for that Start Haste, and Move +1. On the other side, for the Gyaru Otaku Alliance, we have Sawyer the Dancer with Item, Hamido, Abandon, and Move +1. The Super Evasion Tank with the Abandon Elf Mantle. Story the Dancer with Weapon Guard on Persia and Vanish Mantle, also a really strong evasion tank. Punch Art, Weapon Guard, 2 hands, and Move +2. Quinn the Sage with White Magic, Counter Magic, Equip Shield, and Magic Defend Up. And Emerson the Time Mage with Black Magic, Arrow Guard, 2 Swords, and Maintenance. Going to large 100. Split map to start. Opening haste 2. And another opening haste. Missing the Sage on this team. Hit everybody on the other. So Omae slightly advantaged in the haste wars.
This chemist here has an arbalist and a running knife with 2 swords. Very interesting.
Yeah, you know, the normal meta picks. Ninja with a 306 Judgment. See, like I said, that start Faith really mattering for that ninja at the opening.
Holy Ninja Assassin. I like it. That's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely the first time we've seen it, and I really dig what he put together with it.
For sure. Big bonk out of the dancer there.
Is that the two-handed?
21. I believe so.
Jeez.
Oh no. 2 frogs land out of that.
Fear 6 Judgment takes her down. And a headshot takes the other dancer. For all their evasion, could not quite handle what what Crab's team was putting down.
What an interesting team it is. Does that chemist get a double ranged headshot?
Yup.
Even though it has a crossbow? Okay, yeah, I figured it would. It only kicks into account the weapon range of the main hand weapon, right?
Yep. I could patch something that makes it do only the range that you have access to. I don't remember who it is that put a patch out for it, like, last month. But, I think it was Nizer made a, if you attack from close range, it uses your close range weapon. If you attack from long range, it uses your long range weapon. And it checks at the time of, so if you have like a lance and a crossbow and the lance crits and pushes them back, the crossbow will be able to fire the second hit.
Very cool.
So it is super cool, but I kind of like the bullshit of like tossing your running knife after shooting your crossbow.
Sure.
Also, arbalists are enormous. So, like, having that be the one you can dual wield is funny. Like, I picked the largest of the possible crossbows to do that, too. As just kind of a joke. Game 1 goes decisively to Crab. By the way, I did check the hit rates on Frog, and they are calculating correctly. It should be right at around 50%. No more 93 like last month. Full team haste for Crab once more. Only a twosome this time because of terrain height issues. 132 Shuriken. And that looks like another big frog. Missed. And would have not mattered anyways.
It's going to be a big consecrate here, hitting all 4 units.
That's a pretty sizable chunk of damage there.
Yeah, you did about a 150 on each.
Ooh, that guard for Chain Lightning is big since that's a Perm Faith weakness. Although that looked like a Venetian shield, so she might just not actually have a weakness. Starting another big spell. This time, say no to revival. And land it on 0. Hoisted by her own petard, counter-magicked. That looks like a full life. Double kill.
Their 4-man consecrate takes out 2.
It was, in fact, a full life. That is a fine petard hoisting.
What an amazing counter magic that was.
The initial faith wears off. Ninja is back to normal. I just kind of love that initial haste Holy Sword plan. It's just such a cool ninja.
For sure. Crab has come out of the gate with some really, really interesting builds after joining the community.
Yeah, definitely
Refreshing
glad to
see.
have him. Guard by the Time Mage. Consecrate to finish it off. 42, but it's enough. Crab takes the match 2-0. Gyaru Otaku Alliance is out of here. And there you have it. We have completed round 1. Both winners and losers brackets. So that means, it's what? 16, so 8 teams eliminated so far, so we're down to 24.
Correct.
We'll be back tomorrow, an hour later than, well, I'd say usual, but an hour later than theoretically when we're scheduled to come on. So, like, 10 minutes later than usual, but we'll be back tomorrow at 9 for another 6 matches. Looking forward to it. I will see y'all tomorrow.
Good night, gladiators.